how cool was that? Did you guys enjoy it? Hopefully you did. Now, before I get into anything, I want to just say a huge shout out to the Fat Rat for allowing me to use his music in this video. We used the song called Mayday. If you want to check out both the song and his channel, head down into the description below where not only his channel will be linked, but so will everything that I'm about to be talking about, and everything in the setup will be linked there as well. Okay, to start off the setup tour, let's talk about the PC specs, the meat of this setup, the main thing that I upgraded from last year's setup tour. We're running a 10th gen build, a 10700K Intel Core processor with a accompanied graphics card, which is the 3080 or the 30 series, the 3080 overclockable, which is super cool. We're running an NZXT Kraken liquid cooler, which you actually saw some of the B-roll of this here with the flashing lights that syncs with the music. It's so cool. The interface and the UI that came with this cooler is super awesome. NZXT always does a really good job with their coolers. I highly recommend you check them out. We're running 32 gigabytes of G.Skill DDR4 RAM, 4 terabytes of HDD or hard disk drive. We're running so much like storage or like hard disk drive storage purely for the VODs that I normally download, and I just chuck them on there so I can use them for any stream highlights or anything that I post on the YouTube video. The one thing I probably will end up upgrading is the SSD being 500 gigabytes. I want to eventually get a terabyte SSD, and I want to make it M.2. Unfortunately, this one wasn't M.2. I just didn't have the money for that one at the time. We're running an 850 watt power supply as well, which is more than enough to run the entire PC build. Overall, I'm super happy with how this PC turned out. And yeah, it's super cool with all the fans being customizable in RGB, and mainly everything being very versatile. Alright, another thing you probably noticed, we now have quad monitors. The setup finally got quad monitor. I decided to upgrade my main monitor from a 60Hz overclockable to 75Hz monitor to a 144Hz monitor by Asus, which you can check out that monitor review. It should be up there. Again, I'll link it in the description below. I did a whole video on 144Hz and 60Hz, so I won't get too much into that. Basically, for this build, we're running 3 60Hz monitors that are all overclockable to 75Hz, 2 of which are the BenQ 280WR models, and then the one on the far right near the PC is a 270WR, which is the older model, which came with the PC when I first bought it. I bought it with the PC, so that monitor is really old now. Another thing you notice is I stuck with the Razer Chroma Ortana mecha membrane keyboard, as well as the Naga Trinity, which I might upgrade the Naga Trinity to a G502 in the near future. If you want to check out mouse reviews and all the mice I have used in my gaming experience, video should be up there as well. Did a whole review on all of that stuff. It was a really cool video. Highly recommend you check it out. We're also running the same webcam this year. I was going to upgrade to a DSLR, and then I thought, no, I want to upgrade my PC and my lighting a bit first, so that's what we did. For webcams, I was going to upgrade to a DSLR, but then I wanted to upgrade other things first, so I ended up giving them priority. So we're using the C920 HD Pro, which is an awesome standardized webcam to start streaming on. When blown up to 1080p, it does run at 30 frames or 30 FPS, but it's still pretty nice. It's what I've used for all my videos nearly, besides one video where I think I used my iPhone X for the camera. Another thing we actually did set up is the HD Elgato capture card. That's really awesome. I finally got that guy working, so we're now streaming games at 1080p on the Switch straight to Twitch, which is super duper cool. Running it into a PC, of course. So here's the Switch build as well. I'll show that on screen, some of the B-roll. I have an entire cabinet down to the bottom right full of games and all different projects, and that's where my Switch runs. So I'm running I think a 3-meter HDMI cable from one side of the room to the other. It's really inefficient, but I like having it there. Of course, for headsets, I think it was in one of the B-roll clips, I used the Corsair Void RGB Pro headset. Love this guy, and honestly, if this breaks or if I end up upgrading, I'll just upgrade to the model of this, or I'll just get the exact same headset. I cannot recommend this enough. I think this headset is flawless. I think it's one of my favorite headsets ever. So one thing you'll notice is the thing behind me. The one thing I upgraded heaps, and I actually got as a gift. I paid for half of it. My parents actually paid for half of it, which was really cool. The Elgato retractable green screen. It was in the B-roll. I really like this thing. If you've been on my stream, you would have seen me use this a lot recently. But yeah, I don't use it too much in YouTube videos. I like being in the room and talking to you guys like this. But yeah, that thing behind me is definitely well worth it. And I can say to anyone that likes green screening, but they don't want to like have to paint a wall green or use a green like green screen sheets like I did for ages, then yeah, this is gonna be right for you. Use it. For microphone, I ended up using a USB microphone, and I used this one last year, and I'm gonna continue to keep using it. I'm using the Yeti Blackout microphone, which has 4 different customizable settings that you can change and alter your like how you sound depending where you are in the room, as well as an audio and gain key straight built into the microphone. And a mute button as well, which is super handy. Paired with voice mod, I found this was a very sick mic to mess around with. So in saying that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I spent a lot of time on the B-roll at the start of this video, so a like would be very appreciated. It's completely free and just shows that you want to see more content. My voice cracked. And also, if you want to subscribe to the channel, it's also completely free. You get notified whenever I go live, and hey, you're gonna get these videos recommended anyway, so you might as well just hit that button. It helps out a lot, and you might think you're subscribed, and you're not. You might have just genuinely forgot. So check that button, see if you are. It really help out a lot. In saying that, I shall catch you guys later. I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. If you didn't know, I stream over on Twitch. We just hit 3.7 thousand followers, which is super cool. Thank you guys so much for that. I stream Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if you want to come check out that, be appreciated. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys later. Peace!